Hi, my name is Simona. I'm the person behind Stonehouse Soaps, and today we are going to talk a little bit about a soap that I call Montes de Portugal, which means hills of Portugal. The reason why I've called it this and the reason why I've tried to recreate this is because Portugal has lots of wonderful rolling hills. I wouldn't say it's a mountainous country. It does have a few mountain ranges, one quite high, but actually as a country, I would describe it as a hilly country. And some of the hills are really lovely and gentle. So that's what I tried to recreate here with my Montes de Portugal. But today I also wanted just to talk to you a little bit about how I get different colours, because my philosophy is very much that I will only use natural substances to colour my soap. And that can be things like turmeric, things that you find in the kitchen, paprika. But actually I also use quite a lot of clays. Clays come from the earth. And this particular green I get from using a French green clay. It's called Elite. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but it's you probably can't see that it's got a slight green tinge, so it goes a little bit darker once it's mixed in, and it's known as a French clay because it comes from the south of France, which is where there is quite a lot of it. So what it is that it's iron oxide plus decomposed matter. Which doesn't sound particularly nice, I know, but hey, which is actually algae, seaweed, chlorophyll, and obviously that's how you get this particular clay. It's also got lots of other trace elements or minerals such as potassium, zinc, magnesium, etc. So when used on the skin, it's actually really good for you. It's also used a lot for masks on your face because the clay tends to draw out impurities out of your pores. But it's also quite good on dry skin as well. It's nourishing, and so that's what I use. But if you wanted a slightly darker green, I do use other things such as chlorella, which is a seaweed. I love chlorella. I really enjoy using it. It's great fun. Has a slightly fishy smell when you're using it, but that dissipates. It doesn't stay. But that's quite a good one. It does tend to lighten with time as you cure your soap. 4 to 6 weeks, your soap has to dry. It tends to discolor a bit, and it will depend as well on where you're keeping it, where you're drying it, humidity, etc. But they're natural ingredients, so that's what happens. The other one I really enjoy using is called spirulina. I love the word spirulina. Again, it's a seaweed. Lovely dark green colour when you first cut into your soap, and then tends to lighten a little bit as well, but it kind of gives you quite an intense sort of bottle green, which I really like. So those are the ingredients that I've got there. So for my Montes de Portugal, which is a soap that we're talking about today, here it is. This is what it looks like in the mold. I haven't taken this one out yet. It's been in the mold for 48 hours, which I always do. I think it needs to just sit, and then it's ready to come out and ready to get cut. And I've cut quite a few. I've already cut a loaf. So here are my gentle rolling hills of Portugal.